Obviously we want 3 points every week. I think under the circumstances of this week, we had a little bit of a makeshift backline. I think we had 4 fullbacks playing across the backline. But I thought we defended really well. And I think this is the Orlando prize you're going to see this season, is a team that's going to work and it's never going to give up. This is the second game in a row we've come back late in the game. So I think a point is a good thing for us.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows that anyone can play. Anyone has the ability to play anywhere, and I think that's the beauty of this team and this squad. Like, we're so together that I can have Kerry Abello and Bri playing centre back when they're not centre backs, and I trust them to do the job of a centre back because I trust them, they trust me, and we have that mutual trust that we're going to get the job done. I mean, it means we have 2 points instead of 0 at the same point of the season last year. Obviously, we want 6 points, but 2 points is definitely a positive compared to last year. And it was something that we looked at in the off-season as to how to manage games. And I think we've done that in the past 2 games. We've recognized that maybe we're not in a position to go and get that last-minute winner when we've just got the equalizer. I think Angel City last year, we equalised late on, and then we're searching for a winner, and they score. So I think we've learned from last year to kind of shut up shop and like take the points and work on next week.
Thank you, Anna. You guys seem to be very tight and compact. Each and every single game, every practice, it seems like there's a new mentality. How special was to see not only the young cats kind of on the back line, but also Marta scoring a goal tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I had the perfect view of Marta's goal. I saw it go all the way over the top, and then Marta's just at the back post. Yeah, it was a really good finish. And yeah, like, the back line was very young too. That's another point. Like, not only was it a makeshift back line, it was a very young back line. I think I was the oldest one in there by quite a lot, like 4 years maybe. So yeah, it was an inexperienced back line, but we stuck together and we got the result. That's the beauty of the team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had a couple of our key players out, so I think people stepped up, and I think, going down a goal with a PK, I think the team did a really good job of coming back into the game, for sure. Maybe a little bit easier in the beginning of season. I think with how quickly we had to make that decision, I don't think it was quite as easy, but definitely easier than it would have been, down the line in the season, for sure.
Luis, go ahead.
Hi, Brianna. The relationship you had tonight with Kerry was perfect. You guys had 58 completed passes between you and her, over 116 passes total, completed passes. Is that something that's been brewing in practices that we're just seeing now? And how was it to start again? Your first start of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it felt really good to start. Obviously, there were a healthy amount of nerves before the game. Yeah, me and Kerry Abello definitely were talking all week long about just sticking together as the 2 center backs and definitely starting the build for our team and just making sure that we valued the ball and made sure that we kept it as much as we could during the game.
Points.
Yeah, I mean, last year that was something that I felt like we didn't do as well, so that was a big focus for us coming into the beginning of this season. We wanted to start better than we did last year, so I think just getting the 1 point out of, coming back in the game. So, yeah, I think that was huge for the first 2 games for sure. Yeah, I think the penalty was unfortunate, but I think we still maintained possession most of the time. I think our mentality didn't change. If anything, we were putting more numbers forward because we knew that we needed to score, but I think even with the PK happening, our mentality stayed the same throughout the entire game, and we ended up getting the point. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's an emotional game, of course. You have the highs and lows, but overall, I'm super proud of the team and the players to show that sort of resilience, to never give up. It's difficult when everything's going against you, but you look at that group of players and they wear their hearts on their sleeves and they give absolutely everything. And I'm so proud of them to and to get something at the end of it because they fully deserved it. I've said it from the start. Marty's our heartbeat. She's the core of the team, and when she has that passion like you talked about, it really transfers to the rest of the players. And I think you could see the energy of her, the energy of the staff, the players, the fans, and it just gets that overall feeling amongst the group to really push on and get something at the end of it. And she fully deserved a goal because of what she's done in this game and previous games. And I'm really happy for her to get rewarded with the goal and the equaliser tonight. They were incredible. I said from the start, the way the game's going and it's evolving, you can't just pigeonhole players into one position. They have to be versatile, and that's why we select the players at this team and at this club. And so they were fully prepared. They knew what was at stake today. I thought they handled the Angel City's forward line really well. And the goal comes from a PK. So yeah, it's tough because you don't want to give up goals like that. But I thought overall the back line they were brilliant. They were fully together. They were communicating really well. They were confident in everything that they did, and it's really important that we have those sort of characteristics amongst the group. It doesn't matter again if you're a right back. Can you fill in at centre back? And I thought with the absentees, with Rafa, Kylie, Emily, all missing, I thought those two were terrific tonight. Yeah, we made a sub. Ali Watt coming into the game was on restricted minutes. You got to be very careful with a player with Ali Watt's qualities. She runs at high speeds, and coming off a hamstring injury, you have to be careful. So we thought it was best for her to play the first half, set a tempo, and we were unfortunate not to get the first goal, but it is what it is. And we felt in the second half we needed to get a little bit more control in the game. We played Marty as a central player with Mo Gouttrout underneath, and bringing on Luana and Angelina, and just control that middle and get a few more passes through the middle. It wasn't the case, but that's okay. We moved forward. I thought the subs did a terrific job making an impact, and like I said, it's really important that every player feels valued and knows their role and plays a part in what we're trying to achieve this year. So, compliments to all the players and what they did this evening. Myself one time. But in all seriousness, we do work on set pieces. They can be a important part of your game, and you've seen in the last two games we've managed to get 2 points with 2 set pieces, and they've been executed very well. It's all about the delivery and the desire to go and score. So really pleased with the goal. No, it's really important. Last year we had a lot of young players, and we had to rely on a lot of young players and guide them and make sure they're ready for this next step. And now you see the confidence within their game. Amanda comes on as a left winger, but we had to move her to right back. And that was because we're chasing the game. We're trying to win and trying to get as many attacking players on the field as possible. She wins the corner because of qualities of trying to take players on, and so and also never giving up. She could have easily given up, but she wins it, goes again and wins the corner that ultimately gets us the point. So really pleased from Amanda. Summer also coming on, making an impact. She's worked extremely hard over the off season, and it's starting to show in her game. Ali Lamos coming on in a centre mid role, and really looked at home in that position. Comfortable on the ball, picks the right passes. So I'm really pleased with the young players stepping up and feeling like they have a part to play in what we're trying to do this year.
Well, Luis, and then Nathaniel to wrap up.
Hi, Seb. Good evening. I wanted to talk about Anna Moorhouse tonight. She had 30 completed passes. She had a phenomenal game. A lot of great saves, 8 recoveries. how can you tell us about the evolution of Anna Moorhouse and also her leadership quality, because she was very vocal today?
I think everyone needs to play that role, especially as senior players. You know, Anna's evolution within the club is in an upward trajectory. She's been really important for us, especially last year, and just continuing that form throughout the season. Again, is really important. You know, there's a lot of competition behind her. You know, we had Matt Crone on the bench today. You know, Sophia Mana is behind, and Kenna Caldwell as well. So she knows that she has to be on the top of the game, same as every other player. Because right now there's a player who's willing to do whatever it takes to earn that shirt. So that's an overall culture thing around the building that, you know, you have to be on top of your game, because, you know, there's someone there who wants that starting spot. It's massive. There's no way other way to say it. Like you said, we learned a lot last year. We learned the hard way last year, especially early on in the season, giving up late goals, and it's something that we spoke about coming into the season and how we manage the game, and having that self-belief that even when we're 1-0 down, that we can still get something out of the game. And so the players have fully bought into that. You can see, you know, their desire, their determination, their belief towards the end of the game. And I even think towards the end that we're actually seeing it out all the way. You know, this is a good point for us. Of course, we would love 3, but again, under the circumstances, same as last week, getting these points, we're 2 points better off than we were last year, and we finished the season really well. We still got players to come back from injury and can play a part in the squad. So we're in a really good place right now. Obviously, we would love to get 3 points, but again, it's another hard fought point, and we just need to continue that momentum going into the next game on Friday against Chicago.